Okay, so in this video, we're going to be looking at electronic batch record execution and completed electronic batch records. So here I am at the master batch record page for this master batch record. I'm going to click the execute batch button and click OK to start the execution. So what we see in this module is we've got the video for the SOP reference over here. We've got the actual steps and confirm step buttons over here. So as an operator, it's super easy. You do each step, click confirm step, and it stores each step directly to the ledger as soon as it's written. It shows which operator did it, and it shows the exact timestamp for every step. Now, another thing that I think I'd like to show you here is this feature we have here called observations, which is purposefully created in a non-judgmental way so that operators can log anything that they don't necessarily need to know is a deviation, but you as an operations leader know is a deviation, while providing this option to them in such a way that it doesn't create panic or stress for them while they're actually on the operating floor, so they don't create new mistakes. It's non-judgmental, it's just called an observation, and what they do is they just write out their note like, I'm a bit confused by this step. They click this button to select the step, click that, commit the observation, and now this note is linked to that step when we go through the review. They go back to their business, confirming steps as they will, and just like in the SOPs, when they click on a step, it moves the cursor of the video directly to that step. So even if they've reviewed the SOPs and signed their training and suddenly they're a bit confused, they can always click this button and just watch that step directly.
I never spray directly on the equipment.
So now the operator knows exactly how this scientist does not spray directly on the equipment. They go through, they confirm each step, and for the steps that contain values, they enter the specific target value. So in this example, turn on the UV light for 30 minutes. They might have set a timer. They might have gotten into a conversation or something might have happened and they might have done it for 31 minutes instead. So they can enter that value. You can see that the range, which was predefined during the master batch record, is shown here. And then they confirm that value. That value is going to be automatically calculated. So they confirm and they go through confirming every step. Once they are finished with the batch record, they submit it for quality review. And it has now completely disappeared from their world forever. This operator is never going to know the outcome of this batch. It's actually none of their business. All they're supposed to do is execute and submit. Now let's take a look at the actual completed batch record. Okay, so now back at the dashboard, we can see this electronic batch record, batch run number 1 for this master batch record template we were previously looking at is now in the certified state, which means it's gone through the entire quality review process. We'll look at the quality review process elsewhere, but this green badge shows that quality has approved this batch record. So what we'll see is for each step that it was recorded. If it was completed, it'll show the operator who completed it. It'll show the exact timestamp. And it'll also show these observations we discussed. So if you're the quality reviewer, you might be wondering, what is unclear about this SOP that was used for this master batch record for the electronic batch record. And right here, you can see what the observation from the operator was. It'll show you both things. You can use this to improve the quality of the documentation and also to understand if anything happened during the execution that needs to be further investigated. 4 steps that include a parameter. You're going to see the actual value which was entered by the operator here, and it's going to automatically calculate whether that value is in spec or out of spec. You'll see the timestamp for every single step. And here in the vault integrity chain, you're going to see the integrity that shows that the data underpinning the master batch record has not been tampered with. None of the underlying SOPs for this process have been tampered with. and that the execution data, the logging of the operator of each step's completion, has also not been tampered with. So this is mostly it for the user interface, and just like everything else, we can download a PDF of this electronic batch record. One thing I'd like to sort of note here is that you'll notice during the review of a completed electronic batch record right now, it does not include the video instruction because that could create some confusion about the purpose of the video. The video is for instructional purposes. It is not as a review of every single execution for now. What that means is the video is visible during the execution to the operator, and it is not visible to the reviewer during the review process. Okay, so downloaded the zip folder. We can now extract it. We see the auditor's guide to forensics so that they can review it. We see there's the forensic ledger, the raw JSON, certified true copy. So inside, we'll see the execution table. It shows the operator's observations, each step, the time, who performed it, final batch outcome as verified, and which user in terms of the quality team actually accepted it. Yeah, and for each step that includes, that has a parameter, you will see whether it's in spec or not over here. Yeah, so this is the execution table. Now we can go to the audit trail, and what you'll see is the entry for the completion of each step, and you will also see the entry for each parameter being recorded, and we'll see the signature for the operator submitting it to quality, and finally we'll see quality sign-off, whether they if they accepted it, or they also have the choice to reject this batch if they want to.